Straight Mamelodi Sundowns, guys.
We might as well call this show the Mamelodi Sundowns.
The only time
Podcast.
Mamelodi Sundowns didn't do well was Tuesday night in Rwanda.
Oh, yes.
They were excellent in the first half against Benin on Saturday.
Yeah.
Fantastic. They look like world beaters. I mean, we'll get back to the CAF Champions League final, obviously, but they look like world beaters, Bafana. They looked excellent. Those Mamelodi Sundowns players, and then, of course, some of the international stars that filled the rest of the team. But it was largely Sundowns players that did most of the moving on Saturday, and then let the team down on Tuesday night.
Did they let us down? Or did the pitch and the circumstances also let all of us down?
Nah, it was them. They let us down.
They're coming for you.
No, they didn't.
I don't think they let us down. I think that
Yeah, look.
but I mean, for the first time, I can say Guti Bafana did not. I mean, they were really at a back foot. I think the stadium on its own and the quality or lack thereof of the stadium did contribute.
The rain
massively.
did not make it
The
any
rain
better.
did not help either. And also, Ubris also mentioned something that they had to travel 3 hours to get to the stadium.
From their accommodation.
From the airport.
From the airport.
You know, so that on its own is ridiculous, and it should not be happening. Not at this, at this point when it comes to, especially if you're playing a World Cup qualifier, that should not be something.
To be fair to Coach Bruce,
give him run. He wants to run.
I know where he's going.
Allow
To be
him.
fair to Coach Bruce,
Allow him to run.
he said it's no excuse. He
Yes,
said
he
it's
did.
unacceptable, but it's no excuse for the
Yes,
result.
Yeah, but certain things should not be happening.
So it's like, would you complain being stuck in traffic on Allendale in Midrand in the morning or in the afternoon?
But you do complain when you're stuck in traffic.
But it's just nature, right?
Yeah.
We're almost like designed to complain about load shedding. I mean, stage 6 was announced earlier today. I complained, but I was still dealing with stage 2 and 4. It's just how it is. We know how the continent is. So it also goes to planning. We complain about load shedding, yeah, but you still go charge your phone, your power bank, you buy a generator, what. Bruce knew he was going to Rwanda.
Yeah.
Bruce knew what time he was playing. If this was a cricket game or a rugby game, for instance, and I'm not saying they didn't do that, but you go and check, okay, conditions in. The team has a team manager whose job it is to actually go and almost do a recce of the hotel they're going to stay in, the stadium they're going to play in, the training facilities that they have.
Because usually, sorry to interject you, Len. Because usually the team manager will travel before the club even go there.
Exactly. So are you telling me that Hugo Bruce did not look at AccuWeather and so it was like, okay, cool, in this stadium, in this town, in this city, on this day, chances of rain are 60%?
Well, Coach Bruce pointed out that he knew Rwanda would be playing the kick and chase tactic, as he worded it, where they would kick it upfield, chase, and then his team didn't heed his warning. And then when he made adjustments after the 2-0 deficit they were facing after the first few minutes, the adjustments he made improved the side, but it was too late.
Yep.
Yeah.
Super sub?
Yeah, look, I mean, it was a little bit too late. However, you should have anticipated that. Look, I mean, for a quality that Bafana is and the manner in which they've been playing, a draw would have been a result that I would accept, not a 2-0, honestly speaking.
Why they were playing at Huye, right? And when I looked, Rwanda has 7 international stadiums, and Huye happens to be one of them. I want to also find out why is it that Huye was the stadium that was chosen. I mean, there are better stadiums in Rwanda. In fact, Kigali Pele Stadium that was inaugurated last year is a much better stadium. So why did they not use that?
If you want to fight a pig, you take it to the mud.
So they were managing the match way before.
And also the
Do you
question,
understand?
And the question now is, shouldn't CAF get involved in matters like this?
They probably should.
They should, because they have closed down a couple of stadiums in Zimbabwe. I think Zimbabwe does not have a home stadium as we speak, and I think there's another stadium in Ghana that was closed down.
Well, Lesotho's playing their games at Moses Mabhida.
There's actually about nine African countries that don't have sufficient
stadium facilities,
including Namibia as well. Their international stadium was
Lesotho.
also Lesotho. We know.
played at Moses Mabhida.
I think Swaziland is one of them as well.
Moebon?
So here's my trailer for where he was going with regards to where SAFA has to get. I mean, sorry, where KEF has got to get involved. By virtue of us having played in Huye, it means the stadium passed all the boxes from KEF. That is why the Lesotho stadiums, the Namibia stadiums, some of the Ghana stadiums and the likes are not suitable to be played on because they did not tick the box.
Or maybe it fell through the cracks.
I doubt.
I agree with you, Len. In a how can I put it? In a fair play, FIFA fair play is something that, as CAF, they don't have to really get involved, but the FAs of the country needs to have that, and it's something that has been lacking in African football. FIFA fair play, and FIFA fair play is not only in the field; it's how you administrate your football. It's also how you conduct yourself towards your opponents from the moment they land, how you treat them. It's part of FIFA play. And that's something that I feel is not being enforced enough in Africa. And
I agree.
as a result, our football is lagging behind.
Back to the comments, guys, you can give Bafana all the pamper treatment you want. These people don't want to win games, says Kleho. Sure.
That's
So and sometimes it's easy to feel like that, but let's give them like fair game. I mean, the guys were unbeaten in 12, unlucky number 13. But also to go on what you said, Nesu Pasab.
Yeah.
AFCON qualifiers, World Cup qualifiers, CAF Champions League games, right? Those are sanctioned by who?
What?
CAF.
By CAF.
By CAF, right?
Yes.
So why is it then the onus on the FA of whichever country is taking part, or the onus on the club which is ever hosting that game to actually be on some like, you choose the stadium that you're going to play on?
I think
KEF should oversee the entire process, go through, check out, like they do with World Cups. They go and evaluate stadiums.
And is it not the responsibility of your local federation as well to go and say, like, SAFA should oppose it? SAFA should say, hey, CAF, you've allowed this game to take place here. It's not adequate facilities. We refuse.
And actually, Gift is saying that. Gift Real G says, so we must blame SAFA then.
Okay, how do we blame them if the stadium
ticked all the boxes according to call the FIFA
statute or FIFA statutes?
Yes, it ticked the boxes. But what I'm saying is, I think they were intentional with taking the game there. They know that we play a certain type of football that's not going to suit other stadiums, so they took the game where they feel it suits them, but it's not really, really conducive for football. Artificial pitch. Pep complained about it when he went to Switzerland. I don't know if you remember the Champions League game against Young Boys. They were not playing on a normal pitch.
It was an artificial pitch. That was the one they're complaining about, especially for injuries.
Yes.
Apparently, it's not straight up. It's
artificial.
It's called
synthetic or something.
Yeah, it's synthetic because it's a mixture of both.
Yes.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Do you know rugby games also get played on such a pitch?
Injuries are high. I mean, that's the statistical
That's the thing. And what
Injuries
I'm saying
are
is, it boils down to fair play.
That's
and
it.
The moment African football realizes that we are the enemy of our own selves, the better, because we are not going anywhere with this kind of mentality. If we want to see a good football between Rwanda and Bafana, they should have picked a good stadium where we can see good football being displayed. But with such kind of a pitch, you're not going to see good football being displayed.
Question: if we are blaming, firstly, we must blame Bafana for not adapting to conditions and playing football to suit the conditions and being arrogant and going with like, oh no, we're going to play our normal football. No, doesn't work. As we saw, it didn't work. I mean, Rwanda had not won a game in 2 years, I think, at home. Kind of vibes. And we were the first sacrificial lambs for them. And we lost our first game against them.
It's annoying.
They won their first game against us. But if we did not know that it was going to be raining and such heavy rain type of thing, do you think then the players who were playing on the day just decided, it's fine, we'll take our normal boots? Because you don't play with the same boots in rain as you do in like normal conditions. Or the same boots that you would play on synthetic as you would do at a FNB or a Moses Mabhida type of vibes. So for them to actually be able to last that 60 minutes, or sorry, the 90 minutes, I think the guys knew. They just did not apply themselves, and they failed in their tactical approach, period.
No, I definitely agree with you
I
when it
think
comes
two
to
things
tactical
can
approach.
be can be right at the same time also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
No,
probably,
I agree.
but
Yeah, in this case-
that's probably the most true
Yeah.
point of all of this, is that everything accumulated against the result for Bafana is application, tactics,
Everything.
facilities,
Preparation.
everything went wrong, and that's what caused the result.
Yeah.
I want to close off on international African football on one question. Too early to call Bafana's hopes for World Cup qualification?
Yeah, way too early.
Way too early, eh?
Oh,
I pose it to ballers as well. Let us know if you think Bafana will
Look where we
qualify.
are sitting.
Sitting second
On the log,
behind.
I thought
Rwanda.
Yeah.
Like we're
And
sitting here,
Nigeria
what do
is
you
not
mean?
doing okay.
Yeah, and that's the
That's
fear,
the other
right?
thing, yeah.
They can still win their next. How many games are left? Because
There's quite a
there's
few.
5-5.
There's still
They still
four.
have about 5 matches or 4.
8 games remaining.
There's a long way to go.
Oh, because it's home and away.
Yeah.
Home and away,
It's a
and
long-
6 teams.
it's a
in
long-
Okay,
the-
so what do we do when they come here?
No, we play our
Where do
normal
we take
game.
them?
We fair play.
We
We
take
take them
them
to
to Moses
Santa.
we treat them nice.
We treat them nice.
Because we're the cheese girls and cheese boys of Africa.
We have to play at
Okay,
FM.
but
We
where
have to
would you-
play somewhere on a good
if you
pitch
had
for
to-
us anyway.
If you had to return the favor, where would you take them?
Ooh,
Mabatu
because we have
Stadium.
world-class
Len,
stadiums.
Mabatu Stadium.
Not
But
even
there's no
Dobsonville
stadium.
Stadium is below par. That's
Firstly,
the
they
thing.
would have to like.
Also,
start
it would
the
suit
rumuru-
them.
It would suit
They're
them.
okay.
Them.
Yes.
We play.
They can even play barefoot.
Bafana are the ones playing the enterprising football. So
Yeah.
Bafana need the good quality pitch. That's where we take them.
Look,
Facts.
we are the beacon of hope in Africa. And
We are tired of carrying the continent on our
we
shoulders.
should always lead by example.
Because I mean, you go to Egypt, you go to Morocco, Algeria. They don't take you to Epoquini. I hope I said that right.
It's Brooklyn.
That one.
Yeah.
That one. Yes.
That.
If I said it wrong, Hadi, just type it for me on the
What's
comments.
that?
Like that dusting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mashobo games.
Yeah.
If we want to take them to Mashobo games, we can do that. It's fine. But is it to our benefit or is it to our detriment?
Because we do well on we play carpet football, so we do well in manicured pitch, in a nice environment.
With
So we take
aircon
them there.
in our hotels, you know? Guys, I want to ask the ballers because tell me what this answer is. FIFA World Cup appearances, and you guys also, when it comes to Africa, which team has the most appearances on the continent?
In World Cup,
Yeah, well, FIFA
Final,
World Cup
finals.
appearances, just to appear.
does it include qualifiers?
Yes, no, just to appear. I could have qualified. So we have 5 countries that qualify and
Yes.
appear. So tell me which country has the most appearances in Africa?
In the FIFA World Cup
Yes,
proper, in the
yes.
finals
The
of a FIFA World
FIFA,
Cup.
where
It's
we are
between
now.
Nigeria
It's between Egypt and Nigeria.
and Ghana
Cameroon as well.
and Cameroon and Senegal.
Okay, give me a
This is a multiple choice for the ballers.
Nigeria. I'll go with Nigeria.
You say Nigeria.
I'll go with Nigeria.
I'm going with Egypt.
Egypt. And then Muleko?
I'm between Egypt and Cameroon.
Someone says
I'm
Cameroon,
I'm going
Nigeria.
to take a slight different one. Morocco.
Morocco?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so
Because he went far this time. Might have jumped them ahead in
Look
the
at
queue.
there.
It's a good answer actually
Yeah.
because,
Because I'm thinking back to the 70s, 80s. The first African country to qualify for a World Cup was a North African country, if I'm not mistaken.
so
and I think it was
Gift
either
Real
Morocco
G says
or-
Cameroon. Dekalo, Nigeria, Siabonga, Nigeria, Jason, Cameroon, Mpoza, Egypt, Jiggy, Nigeria, Arnold, Cameroon, Jason, Cameroon, Katlejo, Egypt. We can't make up
Actually,
our man. Tunisia says Likle.
okay. So actually, the team that has the most World Cup
Oh.
appearances
Are you
is
not going to give it like 2 minutes
Okay,
for other
okay.
ballers to come in?
Okay.
Or you want to let it simmer?
Lutendo says, I love Cameroon. So where were we standing? I said Nigeria, you said Morocco, you said Egypt.
Egypt or
No,
Cameroon?
you said Egypt or Cameroon. You said
I can have 2.
I said Nigeria.
Why does he have 2 and some of us have 1?
Because I'm super star.
choose your fighter. Choose your fighter.
Whichever
Super
one.
Sub.
But you can sub your other one in, don't worry.
Exactly.
Another Tunisia, Cameroon, and Kunani, Nigeria. Sorry, Kunani.
I'm sticking with Cameroon.
Okay,
Okay, let's hear it.
it's Cameroon.
I know.
Eight
I know.
appearances.
Well done.
And then number 2,
Ballers,
Morocco,
no.
Lynn. And then number 3 is Nigeria.
What do I get?
What do you get?
Egypt, Nigeria, or Egypt?
And then Egypt fourth, hey?
No. Okay, so let me give you
The list of appearance makers.
Yeah.
I can almost
it's very
guarantee
quick.
you, South Africa is not in the top 10.
They
Egypt
are.
were the first African team to qualify
Remember,
for a
we've played
World
in
Cup.
3,
Says
Yes,
Gift.
it was North African. Yes, it was Cameroon first, then Morocco, Nigeria. Okay, Cameroon with 8 appearances. Morocco, Nigeria, Tunisia with 6 appearances. Ghana, Algeria with 4. Senegal, Egypt, South Africa, and Cote d'Ivoire with 3. And we
won
have
3.
we
Because
have
you appear at one World Cup.
yeah. I think we had a France. We had ours.
We had
Yeah.
Japan.
South
then-
Korea, Korea,
Yes.
Japan.
Did
and
we
we
not have a
had-
Korea?
We had Korea,
98.
Japan,
We had
2002.
France,
Japan,
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 we had
when
France,
Issa
we had
scored
South
an own
Africa.
goal in the
That
group
was
stages.
98.
That was
98.
Pierre Issa 98.
Yeah.
And then 2002 in Korea, Japan.
Yes.
When a couple of players went out clubbing.
We don't
No,
believe your
Timukwena
list.
and Brendan
We're
and
finished.
Brendan
Your list is
Augustine.
finished.
And then number
I was, I saw FNB Stadium as well. Come on, Chabalala.
Was it 2002 or 98?
It was 2002 when they went out clubbing, I think.
No, Timukwena and Brendan Augustine.
Okay, so this is not.
think it was 2002.
So appearances not in games, in actual
Like
visiting
you made it
that
there.
tournament.
Yes, you made it.
That's
there.
also not fair because Nigeria have qualified from group stages. They play another 1 or 2 games afterwards, things like that. So actual like games
After
as in
the opening
appearances
ceremony,
or how
you were
many
there.
tournaments you've been to
Or maybe the
qualified
question-
for.
So
okay,
there's
the
only 4 teams that have made it to the second round.
That's Senegal,
Senegal,
Nigeria.
Nigeria, Morocco.
Morocco,
Is it not Cameroon also?
Ghana.
Was
Ghana.
it Ghana?
Ghana
Okay.
against in South Africa.
2010 years.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, and then we have DR, Angola, and Togo 1 each.
Okay.
Danko.
Danko means thank
Thank
you.
you.
Okay, moving on. Ladies football. Should there be a FIFA Club World Cup for women coming up? Do we have one coming up?
We don't.
There isn't one
it
in
doesn't
inception as
exist.
yet.
It doesn't exist. There should be.